To sell or not to sell? That is the question. You know, working in the manufactured home industry, people often come to a point where it's time to sell their manufactured home. And when it comes to selling your manufactured home, there could be a variety of different reasons on why you need to do it. Well, you're in luck. Today, I'm going to actually break down the top 5 reasons people want to sell their manufactured home here in the state of Michigan. Let's go. What's going on, great people out there? My name is Justin Ivy. I am a regional manufactured home specialist here in the Metro Detroit area and in the state of Michigan. I have literally helped hundreds of people buy, sell, and finance manufactured homes, and I would love the opportunity to do the same for you. But in order to do that, I need to hear from you. So please give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I want to hear from you. Also too, my contact information in the description box below, and it's also right here. Please reach out to us and we can answer any of your questions, figure out ways how we can best serve you on your manufactured home journey, whether you're buying, selling, or financing. Also too, please leave a comment in the comment box below. If you have any ideas or concepts on future videos you'd like for us to cover, please leave that in the comment box. Or if you have a comment about today's video or previous videos that we've done, please share it in the comments. Hey, we never assume to know everything, and sometimes you guys know more in the manufactured home space than we might do, even though we're in the industry, but let's share that information and get better together. And finally, please like and subscribe our channel. Here at Manufactured Homes, we really enjoy putting out great content and all things manufactured homes, and YouTube likes the fact that we're sharing great content in regards to everything in manufactured homes. So please like and subscribe our channel. Plus, it makes us feel good that you guys are consuming this great information, and it encourages us to keep going. So today we're actually going to be talking about the top 5 reasons why people need to sell their manufactured home or want to sell their manufactured home here in the state of Michigan. Here we go. Reason number 1, economic changes. Now, working in the manufactured home industry and working with families and individuals who have needed to sell their homes, economic changes is definitely a top reason on why people need to sell their homes. Now, being here in the state of Michigan, it has gone through a lot of economic changes, particularly in the manufacturing or auto industry. So because of those changes, it has resulted in some people's gain and a lot of people's loss. And when you're talking about loss, that could be loss of job, loss of businesses, lost hours being cut at the job. And when those types of things happen, it could put a strain on your living expenses. And if you use that job, like most people, if you have a job or you have a business, some of the proceeds of your business, of your employment, go towards your living expenses. And if there's a job loss or economic change that results in a job loss or your hours being cut or whatever the case may be, keeping your home or maintaining your home could become difficult, which could cause you to give you a viable reason to needing to sell your home. Now, most people who end up going through a job loss, job reduction, hour reduction, whatever the case may be, many times there's other opportunities outside of the state of Michigan that they need to be able to take advantage of. So another reason of needing to sell their home is because they need to relocate to where that job opportunity is or that next career opportunity they might be looking into as well. So when it comes to needing to sell or wanting to sell your manufactured home, economic changes is definitely something that's at the top of the list, because when there's an economic change, it's some people's gain, it's some people's loss. And when I say loss, it doesn't all necessarily mean a particular job loss, even though that it does include job loss, but a lot of people's hours get cut or their businesses get reduced or their business just goes out of business. And like most people, money that you make in your business or in your job goes towards your living expenses, which is your mortgage on your manufactured home and the lot rent if you live inside of a community. And at that point, if you're not able to meet those payments pretty regularly like you did in the past, selling your manufactured home is something that you might need to do, might need to seriously consider moving forward. So that's reason number 1, economic changes. Reason number 2, upgrading to a traditional home. Now, here at our company at Creek Valley Properties, we work with a lot of people, individuals and families who desire, like most people, to live in a traditional single family home. But for whatever their reasons or whatever reason, they're not in position economically to be able to take advantage of buying a traditional single family home. Now, many times they're a growing family or the individual just needs more space. They can't stay in an apartment. They don't want to live with other family members or friends, but they're not quite ready to buy a traditional single family home. So 100% of the time, getting a manufactured home makes the most sense economically. It gives them the space that they need. It gives them the privacy that they want, need, and desire. And it also positions themselves to be able to save money so they can position themselves to, at some point, purchase a traditional single family home. So when you're talking about reason number 2, upgrading to a traditional home, what that means is they did what they were supposed to do. They moved into a manufactured home. They stayed in it for a significant amount of time and allowed them to save their money. They got the quality living that they were looking for, the privacy that they wanted and needed. Now they're at a point where they can say, hey, I want to buy a traditional single family home, so I need to sell this manufactured home. And that's usually a very popular reason here at our company, and I'm sure it's a reason that you can often come across if you at one point considered or have sold your manufactured home. So reason number 2 is also a very popular reason, needing or wanting to upgrade to a traditional home, because in most cases, at one point they weren't able to buy a traditional home. Now they are, and they're ready to move forward. So that's reason number 2. Upgrading to a traditional home. Reason number 3, changing family needs. Now, what does that mean? Well, when you initially purchased your manufactured home, you bought it for specific reasons. You liked the community, you liked the amenities in the community. It was a great school district that the manufactured home community sat in. It gave you all the bedrooms and the bathrooms that you needed. You wanted the open concept kitchen. You wanted the 2 living rooms that the home has for entertainment and guests and things of that nature. Whatever your reasons are, now you've reached a point where you don't need those certain things anymore. Listen, the kids have moved out. Do we really need all this space? You know, the school district is not really an option since they don't live here anymore. Do I really want to shovel my own driveway, every winter? Those are real reasons to consider when you're looking to or need to sell your manufactured home. And that's something that we see all the time here at our company at Creek Valley Properties. People need to sell their homes because at one point they bought the home and they needed it to serve certain purposes: school districts, open floor plan, bedrooms, bathrooms, amenities in the community, entertainment options in the city, and dining options in the city as well. That was things that you needed. Now that your family dynamic has changed, the kids aren't there, so the school district is not really a big issue for you anymore. The kids are no longer there, so you don't need all these bedrooms. So those are a couple of different reasons on why you might want to consider selling your manufactured home. Changing family needs. Maybe you want to live down in Florida in the wintertime. You don't want to deal with the snow in the wintertime here in Michigan. That's also a viable reason as well. Maybe the home is too much to clean and maintain. You want something a little bit smaller. You want to go from a double wide to a single wide. That's also something to consider. So when it comes to selling your manufactured home or needing to sell your manufactured home, changing family needs is a huge reason and something you should consider if that's a direction that you want to go in. So that's reason number 3, changing family needs. Reason number 4, maintenance and aging concerns. Now, when I talk about maintenance and aging concerns, one of the things that I try to get people to understand when they're looking to purchase a manufactured home, or even a single family home for that matter, you're gonna have to pay for the maintenance of that home. At some point, you're gonna have to fix things inside of the home, whether it's a new door, cabinet, flooring, sink, garbage disposal, a water heater, dishwasher, whatever it is that you're looking to replace or maintain is gonna cost you money. Now, when we talk about aging concerns and maintenance, it becomes more difficult to maintain the home as the home gets older. Now, when I say older, if you do a good job of maintaining it pretty consistently, maintaining the age of the home really doesn't become a factor if you do a good job over time, making sure you stay on top of the maintenance or the things that come up within the home. But at some point, if you're dealing with like a super old home, maybe a home that's in the 70s, 80s, early 90s that hasn't been kept up the way it should, it can cost a significant amount of money to maintain said home. And at some point, for some people, maintaining the home does become challenging economically, which is what causes a lot of people wanting or needing to or consider to sell their home at that point. So when we're talking about maintenance and aging concerns, as long as you stay on top of your maintenance, you shouldn't really run into any problems, but that's in a perfect world. That's not always the case. When we talk about maintenance and aging concerns, as the home gets older, it can become more expensive to maintain the home, but it doesn't have to be that way if you stay on top of it pretty regularly, but not everybody does that. And as it costs more and more money to maintain, if you haven't stayed on top of it, needing or wanting to sell your home is definitely something that you should consider. So that's reason number 4, maintenance and aging concerns. And reason number 5, lot rent and land lease expirations. Now, when we talk about lot rent and land lease expirations, what that means is typically when you purchase a manufactured home inside of a community, after you do that, you have to go to the park or community office and sign up for a land lease or lot rent agreement. Those agreements usually last 12 months and you have to renew it every year. Let's say 4 or 5 years have gone by, and in your 5th year, you have decided, I do not want to live in this community anymore. Now, there's a couple things you need to take into consideration. If you decide that you do not want to renew your lot rent or land lease agreement and you own the home outright, many times from our experience, when a seller owns the home outright and they don't want to renew their land lease or lot rent agreement, many times they've purchased a piece of property that they want their home transferred to. That's totally fine. If you own the home outright and you don't want to renew your land or lot rent agreement, you're more than welcome to take your home, have a mover move it out of the community onto your own piece of property. That is your right to do so. But let's say you don't want to renew your land lease agreement, but you have a mortgage on the home. You need to get that mortgage to zero, have it paid off. Then and only then, you're able to decide what it is you want to do from there. Now, most people who don't want to renew their lot rent or land lease agreement, but they have a mortgage on the home, at that point, they need to sell their home. And that's usually also a big reason on why people want to sell their homes. They just don't want to live in a certain community. They don't want to live in a manufactured home anymore. Whatever the reasons are, if there's a mortgage on that home needs to be paid off. And most people usually don't have the capital to be able to just pay off a home and be done with it. So at that point, that is why they need or want to sell their manufactured home, because they need to be able to get out of that situation altogether. So when we talk about lot rent or land lease expirations, if you choose not to renew your lot rent or land lease agreement, that is totally fine. If you own the home outright, that is, you can sell the home, take the money and move forward. Or if you own a piece of property, you can actually have it moved to said property. That's totally fine as well. But if you have a mortgage on the home, but you don't want to renew your land lease, you need to sell that home. So those are 2 instances where when someone doesn't want to renew their lot rent or land lease agreement, those are usually 2 instances where they need or want to sell their home. They can either sell it off, pay off the mortgage, take whatever is left and move on, or if they own the home outright, just sell the home and take the money and move on, whatever floats your boat. So that's reason number 5, lot rent or land lease expirations. Well, there you go, gang. Those are the top 5 reasons on why people need or want to sell their manufactured home here in the state of Michigan. I hope you enjoyed this week's video as I enjoyed making it. But listen, I want to hear from you. My contact information is in the description box below, and it's also right here. Please reach out to us if you have any questions in regards to any and all things manufactured homes, buying, selling, financing, moving. Reach out to us and we'll do our best to get you set up and get you prepared for success. Also too, please leave a comment in the comment box below on today's video, on previous videos, on future videos that you'd like for us to cover moving forward. Please leave that in the comments. Or if you have some comments in regards to today's video, maybe there's some other reasons that I missed, leave that in the comment box. Let's get better together. And finally, please like and subscribe our channel. Here at Manufactured Homes in Michigan, YouTube likes the fact that we're putting out great content in all things manufactured homes, and we want to continue to do that, and the algorithm likes that as well. So please like and subscribe. Also too, we love that you guys are really digesting this great information in regards to all things in manufactured homes, and we want to keep the party going. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. You guys be blessed, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.